So you might not know this, but April is the National Safe Digging Month, and I'm here with Scott from Northwest Natural because you guys already are part of a program that really helps gardeners dig safely in their yard. What is that about?
Absolutely. There's a national program, and you can use it in Oregon or Washington, anywhere around. You just call 811 before you dig, and all the utilities that are in the area that you're going to be working will come out and put paint on the ground or mark the area so that you know where they're at.
So utilities, that's a word that involves a lot of different things, I would think. What are utilities?
So obviously we're a natural gas company. You'll find the power companies come out, or cable or communication companies come out, water, sewer.
So really everything that we get that comes into our home pretty much comes through the ground a lot of times.
Correct, and obviously in your front yard or your backyard, you never know where they're at.
Well, now as a gardener, I look at, what shovels that I use, and I'm never really going to dig that deep, except if I'm putting a tree in or something. But you really suggest that even if you're just going to use a regular spade, maybe 12 inches, you should call.
Correct, yeah. The law says that anytime you dig over 12 inches, you're supposed to call 811. But we recommend that you do it anytime you're going to do any type of digging in your yard. If you're planting a tree,
right,
or fence posts, obviously those times you'd be digging more than 12 inches, so you'd be required to call by law. But even if you're just planting flowers or moving some shrubs around, it's just a good idea. It's a free service. They'll come out and mark it.
Well, a couple of things here. First of all, I think that a lot of times people forget that there are things that change in the ground. So even if you think, oh, I'm not going that deep, there can be some increase in movement. So you might be hitting something that you think is deeper anyway.
Absolutely. We'll come out and put marks on the ground for you so you know where we're at, but we won't tell you how deep they are, because as anytime you install something, as time goes on, the depth might change due to whatever you might be doing in your yard. And so it's just important, once you see those marks, just to dig really carefully over the top of them, regardless of how deep you're going.
Because if you don't do this, anything that I damage while I'm digging, if I haven't, covered myself with this, that's on me, the homeowner.
Absolutely. So not only do you run the risk of potentially causing an emergency, there can be some pretty heavy, not only fines, but a bill as well that could come your way.
And so if you don't want to do that, this is really simple. All you do is dial 811, right?
Correct.
And then how long? Am I waiting a week, a couple weeks?
So you need to call between 2 and 10 business days before you are planning to excavate. So if you want to dig this weekend on Friday, just make sure you make your call before Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then all the marks will be down on Friday, and you'll be able to do any type of digging you need all weekend.
And this whole program, this is free. I don't have to pay you to come do this.
No, it's absolutely free. And they say that if you call for a locate, it decreases your potential to have a damage by 99%.
So Scott, even with this great free program you guys are working with, you still have incidents occur.
Yeah, we do. Every day we have damages. In fact, damages have been on the rise for the last couple of years, as has construction in the area. So it's not a big surprise that they would go up as well.
And what are you holding here? What are these pipes?
So I just brought a couple of examples of what pipes you might find in the ground. This would be the size of just an average household service line, and it would run up to your house. So if you're digging from the street up to your property, you might find a pipe like this. Out in front of your house, you might find this as a gas main that might be serving a whole neighborhood. So somehow they'd come off. So these are things you might see. These are plastic. We do have steel lines in the ground as well. But if you can tell they're fairly malleable, you can nick them with a shovel. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What if I called, I started digging, thought I was being careful, and I realized I've ticked that. Even if I don't smell gas, I should still call you guys, right?
Absolutely. Anytime you think you hit any utility, whether it's gas or power or cable, and you scratch the coating on something, you want to call right away. We want to respond. We want to make the call whether or not it's safe to leave in the ground.
Well, there you have it. And this is a great month if you've never done this before, because we're all going to be planting soon and digging in our gardens. It's a free thing, free 811. Call them, set up the time, and then do your digging with some confidence. And we really appreciate Northwest Natural for stepping up and coming out here and telling us how we can make our gardens and our whole neighborhoods more safe. Thank you so much, Scott.
You're welcome.